Halloja! Oof, that's bad. Halloja, hi! Let me click down this window so that I don't get distracted. Distracted? Oh. So yeah, I'm Maja. You can find me as sjomajlin on Instagram and Ravelry. Sorry about the clap. I am coming to you from Jönköping, Sweden. Today is Saturday. And I really can't see it on my phone because of the picture. 19th of November. Hi. It is afternoon, about 3:30, and we are sort of losing daylight. So hopefully this will be good enough. I slept very late today, and then so you might have seen that I posted on Instagram like, I might just stay in bed today, because I was like, you know what, I might just stay in bed today. And then I was like, I think I'll get up now. You know how that is when you you allow yourself to do something, you don't have the need to do it anymore. So that was what happened. And then I made scones, and I've had scones and tea, and I've been knitting and watching some YouTube podcasts, and now I was like, well, maybe I should record before it gets dark. So I am having my cast iron teapot with some green tea of some sort. I don't even remember what it is. Yeah, it is. I am wearing short sleeves because I keep. Let's see if I can reach over to see. I keep about. Currently, it is about 23 degrees Celsius indoors. Outdoors, not so much. I posted pictures to Instagram last weekend when my parents and I went to a Christmas fair. And I mentioned it in last week's episode as well. Excuse me, I have an itchy nose. We had quite a lot of snow. It's all gone. It is above freezing with just a few degrees, which is really not nice where I live. So I've said this before, if you're not very familiar with what Sweden looks like, it is not the same country as Norway. It is also not the same country as Switzerland. Sweden is very long and narrow, and in the south we have, or south-ish, we have two large lakes. One is round-ish and one is more straight and narrow, and I live just at the southern beach of the long and narrow lake. It's Vättern, and I have about a 30-minute walk, I guess, to the water due north. And I also did post some pictures and a little video to Instagram the other day of Vättern, because it is like just in the city center. However, it is such a large body of water that like downtown is pretty much a coastal climate. If you get just like a quarter of an hour, I guess, by car, or 10 minutes even, away from from the lake, you have a rather significant, actually, change of weather and climate. But over here it is, or in the city, it is very humid and well, nasty. When it is above freezing, it is just like, it feels colder because of the humidity, and it is nasty. So I much prefer the slightly colder weather and snow over a few degrees warmer, which feels colder, and then rain and like just general slush. So I'm not happy with the weather, is pretty much where I'm getting at. Whoa. So don't get fooled by the... Anyway. excuse me. You've already glimpsed it, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. My latest knitting, knitted project, my finished objects. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it by standing up. Although, excuse me, it is a finished object, it is knitting related. I didn't really do it though. I just sat there. So it is, you can see it's a skein of yarn. It is healing, it's not properly healed yet. I just, it is very, very dry. I need to moisture it for a good few days still. So it is a skein of yarn in a sort of turquoisey tealy colorway, and this reads DIY. And I love that it doesn't read DIY super clearly. If you see it from some distance, you could just think it is like a yarn barf, pretty much. And I love it. I've been thinking about this tattoo for a year, and I just didn't get around to do it and to decide which tattoo parlor to go to and so on. And then I asked for, or my brother asked what I wanted for my birthday, my 30th birthday this summer. And you know, I don't need anything, you know? And still I thought it would be kind of good to have something. You know, 30th is big-ish. Whatever. So I said, well, maybe a contribution to making one of these. So I got a gift card. So then I didn't have to choose which tattoo parlor to go to. But still, I didn't like get around to it. And then I did a few weeks ago. I scheduled a time, and I mean, it is, what is that? It is a little bit of waiting time. You can't just, or at least at that place, you can't just, you know, walk in. I just saw something weird. It wasn't weird at all. Anyway, so on Tuesday we did this. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy with it. Sorry, I really thought I was drowning there for a split second. Excuse me, and you know what? I'm not gonna edit this out. Okay, I have some finished objects, like actual knitting. First off, I want to show you... Oh, I thought I was so clever just putting all the things right here. I should have put them in better order though. The cardigan. I had finished this last week, but I hadn't put in the little buttons. Buttons is the word I'm looking for. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's done. So these are crocheted in the round, and you increase with each stitch so that it sort of ruffles, and it makes it large, the button itself, although you can easily, let's see, you can easily just squeeze it through the buttonhole, and the idea is, my idea is, of course, I've sewed them in as, you know, thoroughly as I can do, but my idea is that even if it would come loose and the baby would, you know, put it in its mouth, it probably still isn't a good thing to get stuck in your throat, but it is soft, you know. I would guess it's harder to actually choke on than a solid hard button. I don't know. Hopefully it won't happen either way. So I wanted to show that off since I did sort of show it last week. I also did finish the scarf, shawl, I just threw the pattern away yesterday, I realized, because I had made, well, I wrote on it, and I had a written copy of it. Yeah, I don't know, I can't find it. I was gonna show it again. Anyway, it's called the Clapoctus, so it is a combination of the Clapotis and the Bactus shawl. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. I was almost halfway last week, so I've put in quite a lot of work on this. So you knit it from sorry. You knit it from side to side, as you can tell by the stripes. So 1/2 you increase on each row until you're halfway, used up half of your yarn, and then on the other side you decrease, or so you do create sort of a rib pattern, and so after the halfway you decrease 3, as you can tell, you decrease 3 of the rounds or the rows, and the 4th you drop a stitch, and you drop it all the way down, so that it becomes this airy, I don't know, it doesn't really show up as good as I want it to show up because of my darkish clothing. Anyway, so it becomes very open and airy. I blocked this out, or I stretched it out. Oh, stuff everywhere. And I didn't, I mean, I could have, I could have pulled it harder this way, but I just pulled it a little bit that way and pulled it out more lengthwise. So it is a rather, that's why I accidentally called it a scarf, because it is very narrow. And I do like it. I've worn it a few times, or a couple of times. You can tie the ends together. And I've also worn it with a shawl pin to just keep it bundled up. I really like the colors. I like this as just, you know, a pop of color. I'm super happy with it. So the yarn is Online Super Sock Carnival color. Oops. With aloe vera and, I say jojoba in Swedish. I don't know if it's jojoba in English. And öl is German for oil, which is funny because öl is beer in Swedish. So anyway, the colorway is 1888, and the other one is the Dilot. And as you can see from this picture, there are different colorways. With the, let's see, the second from the top there is this one. I really do like the difference in width of the stripes. I think it's gorgeous. And I think this worked really good in this shawl, so I'm super happy with it. I did knit it on 4mm needles, I believe, so it was, you know, larger than what I would have used for socks. Let's see, I have the needle right here. Let's no, 4.5s, no, 4s. It's just was a little at the angle. Let's see. I was gonna say let's see if I can avoid an earthquake. I couldn't, obviously. So those are my finished objects. I also did finish a, was it just one? I think it might have been just one of the crocheted squares as coasters, which I want to mention just because it makes me feel more productive. I've been working away on the still light tunic. I've gotten, I mean, it starts to look like a sleeve now. I am marking out my decreases with stitch markers. The pattern, this is a still light tunic by Vera Välimäki. The pattern is for sort of a quarter length, three-quarter length, so 2/3 length sleeve. I am making it full length sleeve. So the pattern, without giving too much away, gives you these decreases, and then you knit straight to about here, and then you cast off or bind off. But since I want them to be full length, because when you decrease down to sort of there, and the arm is pretty much the same width to there, and then it decreases. So to make a good fit, I find that I want to decrease from sort of here again, because my arm is decreasing faster from the elbow down, but to have the decreases sort of evenly spaced out in the knitting, I like to start the decreases sooner, if that makes any sense. And also I like the elbow to be with the constant movement in the fabric over the elbow. I like it to be more snug, so that it doesn't stretch over the elbow. Anyway, so I'm keeping track of the decreases, whoa, so that I can just copy it for the second sleeve. It starts to look like a sleeve, as I said, which is good. I am knitting this on a super short, I don't remember how much it is, I think it might be 30 centimeters or 20 circumference cable needle, which I mentioned before, I do not enjoy it. I think, just out of my preconceived ideas, that it might be better for flickers or throwers because of how you hold the needle. I'm not sure, but I hold on to the needle with my whole hands, and I do not like that it's too, the stiff part of the needle is too short for my hands, and I do not enjoy that at all. And I've said this before because I really don't like it. But, and as I've said before, I am going to give this a really, you know, fair chance by knitting these sleeves on it. Because when you try something new, you might not like it right away, since in this case, your hands aren't used to it. I still don't like it, but I don't mind it as much now as I did, you know, some knitting hours ago. So I am warming up to it, I am. And it is super, good word, smidigt is a good word in Swedish. Easy, neat, to just keep going round and round and round without... So I really don't mind using DPNs, really. It's not a fiddle for me to change the DPN needle. I think it's a harder work to knit magic loop to pull the cord around, but it is also super nice to keep going round and around without having to do, you know, anything about it. I do, however, keep the bulk of the sweater in my lap, so I do need to twist the sleeve around, and then I knit, and it twists as I knit, and then I have to twist it around again. So I do that about every other round. But it is neat. So I am working on this. I am about there. Oh, that's hard to see. I'm about there. So I am about sort of where it should be bound off in the pattern, but as I'm making full length sleeves, I have a way just to go on that. But it's coming along, and I'm really losing light, but I think you can still see me. So yeah, I'm working on that. I also did start... Had I started this last time? I think I had. The second baby cardigan, because again, I'm not pregnant, but some of my friends are. So there are 2 babies coming. One is going to be born just after New Year's, as the plans are, and one is going to be born, was it in March or in May? I think March. So the cardigan I just showed you is for the first baby. Let's see if that makes any difference. Let's see if this makes any difference. Excuse me. Sorry about that. This is going to be for the second baby. So this is knit top down. Raglan increases. And I just, as I started, you know, where you separate for the sleeves, I just bound them off, so they're going to be like cap sleeves. And now I'm knitting down the body. Just as simple as that. It is the same yarn, and I'm gonna have the same style buttons, so they're gonna be like sort of matchy-matchy but different. Yeah, so I'm working on that. Just in garter, round and around. The yarn is a blend of, let's see, I have an unstarted ball of yarn here, right here. 60% cotton and 20% acrylic, which makes it really soft and washable. And it gradiates in tones of grey. Yes, I worked on that. I also did work a little bit on... When was that though? What did I do this week? Because I have... Yeah. I went to... Whoa. I went to a dance show. Well, dance and singing, like a stage show, with people from one of the day centers that I used to work on, who are, and again I never learned the word, mentally handicapped? Is that the word? So they did put on a dance show, mostly dance and some singing as well, both like actual voice singing and signing. So there was like the sign choir when two of the staff sang, so that the hearing people could both hear and see the signs. It was beautiful. So I needed something to work on, obviously, so I did work a little bit. I am mid-row because I had to put it down to, or not even mid-row, but I had to put it down for the final, when they called out all the names and they got on stage and everyone was, you know, standing up and clapping. So this is a garter, again. It won't really show up. It's gonna be like a big, just, you know, rectangular stole, scarf, shawl, wrap. Just super easy, mindless knitting. I'm knitting it on 3mm needles, I believe. Excuse me. And the yarn, as you can see, is super thin, so it makes a rather airy fabric, and the yarn is fluffy. I'm going to look it up just now what it is. Do I have a ball band in here? Yes, I do. Because I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be just wool though. No. Oh, look at that. 80% acrylic and 20% mohair. I didn't know. So yeah, it is a little bit of mohair, but mostly acrylic, so it'll be fluffy. And it feels really good to knit with. It doesn't feel acrylic-y at all. So that's good. Okay, that's about it for knitting. Or I've been working up on the Tunisian crochet as well. It is in the kitchen, so I won't show it to you. It doesn't look any different yet either. Yeah. I do want to mention, because I'm so thrilled about it, the choir I'm currently in will be giving a Christmas concert in the week of Christmas. Does that make sense? The Wednesday before Christmas Eve. Excuse me. Together with a vocal, a cappella group called The Real Group in like the big concert hall here in Jönköping, and it's going to be so amazing. I did go to their website to just look it up. They are apparently doing a little bit of a US tour after New Year's, so if you are super interested, please look up the Real Group. They're called The Real Group. I believe it is like therealgroup.se, probably. And we're gonna open the concert with us. I believe it was 4 numbers, just the choir. And then we're gonna join them, sing together with them for two songs. And the week before the concert, we are having a workshop together with the Real Group. And I am beyond excited. This is going to be so amazing. I am so thrilled. So for those of you who are like in Sweden to start with, and like in sort of the Jönköping area, if you want to, I mean, I don't mean to be boastful like that, but I believe it's going to be an awesome concert. So check out Spira for tickets if you want to, because I think it's going to be amazing. We're also giving like our own Christmas concert in Huskvarna on the another date. For those of you who are like in the area, if you are interested, let's see if I can. I don't even know where to look right now because I'm so stressed. Watches. I'm just trying to look it up here on my computer. The 15th, no. No. The 11th of December we are giving our own Christmas concert in Ekumeniakyrkan in Huskvarna. If you're interested, and we are doing that together with the 3rd year choir of the Pebra-gymnasiets musiklinje år 3 kören. Yeah. So for those of you who don't speak Swedish, the school, I'm not even going to get into the school system, but we're doing it together with like a school choir. Yes. So the 11th of December, if you're in the area and you're interested, it's going to be 100 kronor entrance fee for that, and then the 21st of December at Spira. And I think it's going to be amazing. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Yes. And my tea is getting cold, and I'm pretty much running out of time, so I will not, you know, start a new subject to talk about. I will keep it short because again, after my little hiatus, I just felt like, you know what, I'm gonna just set myself a 30-minute limit and that'll be it. And I didn't really do a lot of like post-production work before, but I'm doing even less now because I just felt that it was, you know, I couldn't be bothered, you know? It was that threshold that kept me from doing it. Someone did mention or comment, excuse me, a very nice sweet comment that quite a few of the podcasters, and I am not casting any shame or anything, some of them feels very like commercial, and I do understand what you mean with that. When it feels like unpersonal, like professional and commercial to the point of unpersonal, that's not something that I like. So I really took that as a compliment, so thank you very much. And I am who I am, you know? I'm not gonna be... So, and also, again, I don't want to cast any shame, because I know some people really do enjoy the post-production editing and stuff like that, and you know, good for you. But this is me, and this is what works for me, so I won't be editing and working and stuff. So 30 minutes and that's it, and that is what works for me currently. So as I mentioned, as I got back into it, I'm not gonna tell anyone to leave, but if this isn't a concept that you enjoy, I'm sure there are other podcasts that will fit you better. So thank you very much. That's all I have for today. Please do take care, be kind to yourselves and to one another, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!